Good morning, beloved soul. As the first light of this new week stretches across the horizon, we rise with courage and gratitude. We rise, not rushed by fear, not burdened by yesterday, but grounded in the quiet confidence that this moment has been divinely appointed. This day did not arrive by accident. It did not come by coincidence or human effort alone. It came by the hand of God, the same hand that formed the heavens, that breathes life into our lungs, and that whispers hope into our hearts even before we find the words to ask for it. Today, we make a conscious decision to rise. Today, we declare victory over yesterday's trials. Today, we open our mouths and speak favor over our lives, our families, our work, and our future. Today, we step forward into the breakthrough that has been waiting patiently, quietly aligning itself with God's perfect timing. Beloved, hear this clearly and let it settle deep within your spirit. The battles you thought would bury you are the very ones lifting you higher. The moments that nearly broke you were shaping the strength you now carry. The storms that shook your faith were not sent to destroy you, but to prepare the soil where your blessings would grow strong and deep. So today, we rise unshaken. We rise unwavering. We rise unstoppable, not because life has been easy, but because God has been faithful. Let us begin this day with prayer, not the timid prayer born from fear, not the hesitant prayer weighed down by doubt but bold, roaring prayer rooted firmly in faith and trust. A prayer that understands who God is and remembers who we are in Him. Lord, you who hold the universe in your hands, we invite you into this week. Touch every area of our lives. Break chains of limitation that have lingered too long. Shatter barriers we could not move in our own strength. Open doors that have been closed by delay, opposition, or uncertainty. Turn setbacks into stepping stones and trials into testimonies of your power. Let favor locate us at every turn. Let grace go before us and mercy follow after us. Let victory speak on our behalf before the world even knows our name. We do not merely hope for blessings, we declare them with confidence. We do not merely wait for opportunity, we align ourselves with purpose and command doors to open in God's timing. For we are children of the Most High, heirs to promises that do not expire, recipients of grace that does not run dry. This week, we will not walk in defeat. This week, despair will not have a voice in our minds or hearts. Every plan formed against us shall fail. Every door meant to open will open. Every hand meant to help us will reach out. Every voice meant to speak for us will rise in our favor. This week is new. Its pages are blank. The pen is faith. The ink is courage. The author is God. And the story unfolding will be one of triumph, growth, and divine alignment. So we stand here at the beginning of this week with gratitude in our hearts, authority in our words, and expectation in our spirits, knowing that what lies ahead is greater than what lies behind. Amen. Beloved, hear this truth deep in your spirit this morning and allow it to take root. Victory is not timid. It does not arrive quietly or slip in unnoticed. Victory roars like a mighty river, rushing forward with power, breaking resistance, and reshaping everything in its path. It shakes mountains, shifts atmospheres. And today, without question, victory belongs to you. When you opened your eyes this morning, you did not step into just another day. You stepped into sacred ground. You stepped into the arena of the impossible, armed with faith, clothed in purpose, and strengthened by the hand of God. You rose not by your own power alone, but by grace that sustained you through every trial that tried to take you out. Pause for a moment and reflect on the battles you have already survived. The nights when fear wrapped around your soul so tightly it felt hard to breathe. The days when disappointment pressed heavy on your chest, whispering lies of defeat and delay. The moments when you questioned your strength, your direction, even your worth. Beloved, those moments were not the end of your story. They were the training ground. They were the preparation for the victory you now stand ready to declare. Understand this clearly. Victory is not the absence of struggle. It is triumph within the struggle. It is the calm in your spirit when chaos surrounds you. It is the courage to stand firm when the world expects you to crumble. It is the steady confidence that rises within you. Not because circumstances have changed, but because you have. Victory lives in the decision to keep going. It lives in the refusal to give up. It lives in the belief that what God has spoken over your life cannot be overturned by hardship, delay, or opposition. So now, declare it boldly, not as a wish, not as a hope, but as a statement of truth. I will not be defeated. I will not be delayed. I will not be denied. Speak these words until they silence every voice of doubt. Victory requires declaration. Faith is not passive. Silence is not surrender, but faith demands expression. Even the smallest victories matter. Do not overlook them. Celebrate clarity when confusion once ruled. Celebrate courage when fear tried to dominate. Celebrate progress, no matter how small. For progress is proof that God is at work. Speak directly to the mountains that stand before you. You will not define me. You will not contain me. You will not determine my future. I am destined for triumph. Victory is a choice. Each morning, life presents us with a decision. Will we rise in defeat, rehearsing yesterday's losses? Or will we rise in dominion, declaring today's possibilities? Beloved, today the choice is clear. Today we rise in authority. Today we rise in confidence. Today we rise in victory, knowing that what stands before us is no match for the power within us and the God who goes ahead of us. And as you step into this week, carry victory with you in your words, in your posture, and in your spirit. Let it guide your steps, strengthen your resolve, and remind you that you are not walking alone today. And every day we rise in victory. Beloved, let us now speak of favor, the divine touch that has the power to change everything in a single moment. Favor is the unseen hand of God, gently, yet decisively, guiding the details of your life. It is the grace that steps in where human strength ends and divine purpose begins. Favor is not luck. It is not coincidence. It is not random chance or good timing. Favor is God moving quietly yet powerfully behind the scenes, aligning events, people, and opportunities long before you ever realize what is happening. While you rest, while you pray, while you wait, favor is already at work. Even now, favor surrounds you. It is woven into your days, stitched into the fabric of your routine. It is hidden in ordinary moments, disguised as unexpected conversations, timely opportunities, and doors that open just when you thought all hope was gone. When you declare faith, favor responds. When you speak with trust, heaven listens. When you move in obedience, favor activates. So speak this with certainty and expectation. Lord, let your favor rest upon me. Let it go before me and speak before I do. Let it open doors that no one else can see and no one else can shut. Let it turn strangers into helpers, critics into supporters, and challenges into opportunities for growth and testimony. Beloved, understand this. Favor rearranges circumstances. It shifts what seems fixed. It changes outcomes that appear final. Favor brings the right people into your life at the right time, positioning you exactly where you need to be, not early, not late, but perfectly aligned with God's plan. Favor creates alignment beyond human understanding. It connects you to opportunities you did not apply for. It brings recognition you did not demand. It releases provision you could not manufacture.
Oh my God,
and while favor does not remove effort, it multiplies impact. It does not replace discipline, but it enhances it. It does not cancel responsibility, but it accelerates results. Favor amplifies obedience and propels destiny forward with momentum that cannot be explained by effort alone. Declare it now with confidence. I will find favor with the right people. I will be in the right place at the right time. Blessings will pursue me and overtake me. Let these words settle into your spirit. Speak them not once, but continually, until they become part of how you think, how you move, and how you expect life to unfold. Favor is not distant. It is not waiting for another season. It is not reserved for someone else. Favor is present right now, available to you in this moment. This week, walk boldly in it. Do not shrink back. Do not second-guess what God is opening. Receive favor with gratitude, knowing that every good gift flows from His hand. Move with confidence, trusting that even when you cannot see the full picture, God is aligning the details on your behalf. Favor is not something to fear. It is something to steward. Carry it with humility. Walk in it with faith. Honor it with obedience. Beloved, favor is your inheritance. It is your covering, your advantage, and your testimony. As you step into this week, let favor go before you, surround you, and follow after you until every area of your life reflects the goodness and faithfulness of God. Beloved, hear this truth and let it settle deeply within your spirit. Limitations are not truth, they are echoes of fear. They are not the voice of God, nor are they the measure of your destiny. They are reflections of doubt, remnants of past pain, and shadows cast by human opinion. And today, those shadows lose their power. Limitations are walls built by yesterday's failures, by words spoken over you that never should have been spoken, and by beliefs that took root during moments of weakness. But hear this clearly: walls can fall. And today, by faith, they do. Declare this aloud with authority and conviction. I am not limited by yesterday. I am not confined by fear. I am not bound by circumstance. Breaking limitations is not passive. It does not happen by waiting or wishing. It requires faith and action, faith that moves when logic hesitates, faith that speaks when silence feels safer, and faith that steps forward even when the path is not fully visible. Faith that stays hidden remains potential. Faith that moves becomes power. Action waters faith. Action gives substance to belief. Action turns prayer into living testimony. Every time you choose to act in faith, something shifts. The unseen begins to take form. The impossible becomes reachable. Doors that once seemed sealed begin to open. Understand this, beloved. Every act of faith sends a signal to heaven. It declares that you trust God more than you fear uncertainty. It announces that you believe His promises more than you believe your limitations. And heaven responds to that kind of trust. Do not wait for perfect conditions, they rarely come. Do not wait for complete certainty, may never arrive. Do not wait until fear disappears, move in spite of it. Move now. With what you have, where you are. Persistence activates breakthrough. Every step taken in faith weakens the hold of limitation. Courage dismantles barriers that once appeared immovable. Faith reshapes reality not overnight, but deliberately, powerfully, and permanently. This week, choose to act boldly. Speak life over situations that once felt hopeless. Move forward even when your knees tremble. Make decisions aligned with faith, not fear. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, it is obedience in the presence of fear. Each time you act despite doubt, you reclaim territory that limitation once occupied. Beloved, faith plus action equals manifestation. What you believe must eventually be matched by what you do. When belief and action align, momentum is created. When momentum is created, breakthrough is inevitable. So rise this week with intention. Break agreements with fear. Release the grip of doubt. Step into freedom with confidence. You were not created to live confined. You were designed to rise, to stretch, to expand, and to overcome. And as you walk in faith, not just believing, but moving, limitations will fall. Doors will open, and your life will begin to reflect the freedom God always intended for you. Act in faith. Walk in courage. Live unbound. Beloved, true empowerment begins the moment you remember who you are, not who fear has tried to convince you that you are. Not who past failures attempted to label you as, but who God has always known you to be. Empowerment is born in revelation, and revelation awakens identity. You are not accidental. You are not insignificant. You are not forgotten or overlooked. You are chosen with intention. You are equipped with divine gifts. You are called with purpose that stretches beyond this moment and into eternity. Purpose gives direction to power. Without purpose, strength becomes scattered. But when you walk in purpose, your life carries authority. Your words carry weight. Your actions carry impact. Every step you take begins to align with something greater than yourself. Empowerment declares boldly, I will not shrink back in fear. I will not apologize for the calling on my life. I will rise into the fullness of who I was created to be. Purpose responds with clarity. Every step matters. Every challenge holds meaning. Every delay is shaping destiny. Nothing in your life is wasted. The detours refined you. The waiting strengthened you. The hardships prepared you. When seen through the lens of purpose, even pain becomes a tool for transformation. Speak this now, slowly and with conviction. And let these words take root in your spirit. I am empowered. I am purposeful. I am capable. I am ready. Beloved, live boldly, not recklessly, but confidently. Let your choices reflect faith rather than fear. Act courageously, even when your voice shakes and your heart races. Courage is not perfection. It is persistence. And as you rise, do not rise alone. Lift others with you. Encourage the weary. Speak life into those who doubt. Empowerment multiplies when it is shared. Let your life become a living testimony. Let your courage inspire those who are watching silently. Let your faith leave a legacy that reaches far beyond your own lifetime. Your life has influence. Even in moments you do not see it, your obedience matters. Your perseverance speaks. Your faith creates ripples that touch lives you may never meet. As you step into this new week, receive this blessing with an open heart. May peace guard your heart and calm your mind. May favor go before you, opening doors and aligning opportunities. May strength sustain you when the journey feels long. May purpose guide your decisions and illuminate your path. May you walk with confidence, knowing that you are supported by heaven. May your words be filled with wisdom, your actions be rooted in love, and your steps be ordered with precision. And may your life reflect the glory, grace, and faithfulness of the God who called you, equipped you, and empowered you to rise. Go forward with courage. Stand firm in identity. Live fully in purpose, and may everything you touch this week bear the mark of divine intention. Amen.